Now, Tipuna laid out the boundaries for Pāhauwera, te kau o te rangi. He left a whakatauki behind that says, pākato te ata, pākato te ahi, mauri mahi, mauri ora, ohonu kaki, pāpaku uawa. He went around, laid the boundaries down and says, right, Pāhauwera, this is your rohe. Yeah, and he said, look, there's your maunga kiriru, pointing to maunga hareru, and there's your toka tūmoana, your tauranga ika, your fishing grounds are out there. And what he basically says is everything you need is here. All you have to do is work for it. Hey, if you don't work, you're going to fucking die.
Tēnā rā tātou katoa, ko tō waka tuku ingo, no Ngāti Pāhauwera ahau, noho o mātau I rote I te matau a Māui, ko tātou awa ko mōhaka, te ngutu au o te ika a Māui, kei kora te arero o te ika a Māui hoki, ka tū ahau I rote I te riu o paku rātahi, nā re tēnā rā tātou. We are a treaty settlement entity. Like a lot of settlement entities, we've got about 1% of what we lost, and we're trying to do something with that.
We purchased Pākuratahi and decided this is the place for us. We now have 55 canopy hectares of fruit, 52 hectares of those are apples and 3 are citrus. We run 6 varieties through this block: Envy, Rocket, Tazi, Jugala, Galaxy and Dazzle. We're tasked with making the best decisions, not just for today, but tomorrow and for the next 100 and 200 years, which is why we think horticulture is a viable solution to some of these things. We've set Pākuratahi, which is where we are now, up as a show home. So within the show home, we can bring our people in, they can learn the craft. Our next step is to go back to Raupunga, which is in the heart of Pāhauwera, where we'll establish another orchard, which we're already doing, create more opportunity for our people. And our ultimate aim is that our people create their own orchard opportunities, and we can guide them along the way.
All the principles we work by are really our ancestral ones. We know we're here for the long term. We ain't ever going away. Like our land isn't something as a chattel to sell off, to go and buy the retirement home. Yeah, we're here to stay.
Looking after the tile for horticulture works with our plan of 100, 200 year strategy. If we don't look after it now, we're not going to have it in 50 years. We need to minimise the amount of sprays, minimise the amount of water use, and making sure the water is the best water that we can find to use it and look after it. That's going to set us well for the next generation and the one after that and the one after that.
Ngāti Pāhauwera is unique in that it has a very strong connection to the Mohaka River. That's Vietonga, it sort of was once their highway, and it was connections to other iwi and hapu in the region.
The Mohaka awa is a lifeline for us. We're tasked as guardians, you know, looking after the awa, because the awa will look after us.
We want the river to be able to sustain all enterprises going forward. That requires monitoring, that requires performance measures, and that requires us working with councils so that things are not abused. Yeah.
In terms of the environmental effect, we're trying to be as low impact as we can there. We're looking at ways of building resilience by low impact methods. Just trying to enable ourselves to still have a 60-hectare orchard and do it in a way where we're not overusing water, where we can do it in a very sustainable way.
By looking after them now, that'll give us longer life in making sure horticulture lasts longer than we do in the region.
Morning, Uncle.
Oh, morning.
Morning,
Direct investing into activities like orcharding is important for employment opportunities, training and development opportunities. So there's a big onus on hiring Pāhauwera people, trying to get them into pathways.
With orcharding, we can create multiple jobs, 10-fold, 20-fold more than what farming can generate. So with that balance in mind, creating pathways for our people, creating opportunity, those all became evident as key targets for us to try and work to. We know that not everybody wants to be an apple picker. Not everyone wants to be a CEO, but there are jobs all the way through the chain for people within the horticultural industry. Even if it's the creating a pathway for someone to get into a trucking company to cart the fruit from orchard to pack house. An entry level for people making bins or pallets. There's so many aspects to horticulture that would be beneficial to our people.
Started here as an orchard hand, slowly developed or slowly worked my way up to become one of the supervisors here, and then I guess over time with more training and learning I am in this role.
If you put them on the pole,
It's definitely something that I guess was a goal of mine to be able to get to that point in 5 years' time. Working back home and moving back home to Raupunga, it's actually been really, really good. I'm trying to reconnect with my whenua, my awa and my whānau back home there.
That's why we hope to encourage our members to adopt a different mindset. We don't actually want our people to be just workers, we want them to be owners of their own businesses.
For Pāhauwera, who settled in 2012, they're very, very active in terms of what they want to do. So they're investing in land, they're trying to develop whenua, they're trying to create jobs and opportunities.
It's about retaining your values and showing people that making money is not what we're about. Our objective is the commercial side of things, but we retain our values. Whenever we have funerals or meetings on our maraes, we give them box apples. So we give lots of groups apples as well, so they can raise money. It sort of keeps that connection about helping each other. Eh?
For me, it's being surrounded with your whānau and having that, you know, you're all working to that common goal where you're doing something good for not only yourself, but, you know, your whānau and future generations. To me, it's being able to be a part of something that's gonna not only benefit myself, but the future generations to come. So it's definitely something that I'm for, you know.
For my 35 years in the industry, the biggest moment in my career was watching the first bin being harvested on this block. It was probably the slowest bin ever harvested. Everyone was treating it like they were eggs. And then the first bin turns into the first 100 bins, turns into the first 1,000 bins, and then we start packing. The feeling is unreal, and it's a feeling I get every season. So for me, if this is the pinnacle of my career, I'm happy with that. So, Ngāti Pāhauwera.